With a relaxing, laid-back, and welcoming vibe that makes it a magical place, Hilton Head Island is the scene of the APP Hilton Head Open, part of the USA Pickleball National Championship Series. Join us all weekend long as players compete for cash prizes and a golden ticket to the Margaritaville USA Pickleball National Championships. Brought to you by Superior Labs. Our supplements keep you at the top of your game. Superior Labs, never surrender. OS First, the official sock and compression bracing partner of USA Pickleball. Redefine comfort. eHealth Medicare, find coverage that makes you feel like a winner. Raya Eyewear, the official performance eyewear of USA Pickleball. Raya enhances your vision and protects your eyes. Head, bringing high performance gear to every athlete, professional and amateur. Onyx, we push the limits and you win. Pro XR, the grip technology that delivers optimum athletic performance. LSI, lighting solutions valued for their quality, reliability, and innovation. Vulcan, showcasing the most advanced technology and innovative style. And Hudef, showing respect for all players by making the best paddles.
All right, it's time for the moment you've all been waiting for, the gold medal matchup of our mixed pro doubles. Simone Jardim, alongside her partner J.W. Johnson, is facing off against Jessie Irvin and Jay DeVilliers. And now we on the APP Tour love our double final. So that means that if Irvine and DeVilliers, they're coming out of the losers bracket, so if they pick up the victory 2 out of 3, they'll have to play another match 1-15 to be able to pick up that gold medal, whereas Jardim and Johnson, well, they've stayed in the winners bracket, so they just need one victory here to pick up the gold of the Hilton Head Pickleball Open, a part of the USA Pickleball Championship Series. We're having so much fun. Cameron Irwin alongside Dominic Catalano. And what are some of the expectations you have as these teams warm up?
Again, it's the guys. They're going to be the X factor because you're going to get Irvin and Jardim going cross court, hitting so many unattackable balls. It's going to be the guys inserting themselves in the middle and seeing what they can do to get involved.
You know, one of the things I loved, you actually got a chance to catch up with Jessie and Jay after their previous match, and Jessie was talking to you about the balance between having to switch from women's doubles to mixed doubles and how much her role kind of shifts and changes, whether it's not just aggressiveness, but kind of that setup role for Jay.
And that's a huge difference that Jessie has learned on the fly in pickleball. You know, it's crazy to see the improvement of her over the past 2 years. I got a chance to play against her 2 years ago in Atlanta, and it was Rip City, Cameron. That's all it was. And she got through a couple rounds, but eventually you get the higher level players, they can block that, they can control that. She has gone to work on her game, and she is an all-around player now, so she's done so good and so well at, you know, kind of going back to the lab and seeing what she needs to do, and she's worked on her game, and now she has that all-around game.
Well, and she's from North Carolina, but currently residing in Los Angeles, just 31 years of age with Team Engage. She's been repping them for a while now. And this is a team, too, Jessie and Jay, they're pairing off for 2022, and we're starting to see a lot of teams do that, finding partners and committing to them. That's a new development in pickleball.
Yeah, I mean, if you're just getting into pickleball on the pro level, good luck finding a partner, unless you bring someone with you, because everyone is accounted for through like 2026. So it's like good luck with finding someone. But this is a new matchup with Jessie and Jocelyn as they played their first tournament together in Newport Beach. They got beat, right? And beat pretty bad. They lost to Dylan Frazier, and then a insane match against DJ Young. And I can't remember who DJ Young was playing with, but DJ Young was outside of his mind in that match, and they got beat. And it was almost like a back to the drawing board with Jessie and Jay, what they need to do, and that is where Jessie was talking about, where she needs to play that assistant role.
So the assistant role, that's definitely on key. Let's take a look at who will be assisting Simone Jardim. That's J.W. Johnson, the youngin'. I mean, this kid, we talk about development. He told me a couple weeks ago he hadn't played tennis in a very long time, and rightly so, because he is phenomenal at pickleball. I think just 19 years old.
Yeah, he's 19, just turned 19, from Delray Beach. I mean, look at what he's done on the APP Tour. 47 and 23 in men's doubles. One of his favorite events, though, is singles. He's very good. One of the top players in singles. I got to see him at TOC. He took down Tyson McGuffin twice and Ben Johns once and was on fire, and that's put him at number 3 on the APP standings.
Well, he hasn't been able to medal in the last few tournaments he's played in. The last time he was able to medal in singles, at least, was back in Orlando, where he took the bronze. And then, of course, you cannot forget about the woman of the hour, Simone Jardim, one of the most legendary names in the game of pickleball. I mean, this woman has control, finesse, power. She's got it all.
She's done it all, too. On every tournament she goes to, you will find her on the medal stand wherever she goes, whoever she plays with. I love the player she's playing with, J.W. Johnson. You know why? Because we have compared him so much to a young Ben Johns, because he plays so similar, so calm, so relaxed, but yet don't go to sleep on his power because it's all there. And Simone playing with J.W. Johnson today, I kind of joked with her. I'm like, it's the teacher and the student. You know, Simone and I are same age. You know, J.W. so young, 18, 19, where she's almost mentoring him on the court, and she has been doing that all day. I think J.W. Johnson is just going to reap the benefits of playing next to Simone Jardim, the #1 female in our sport.
Well, and Simone's been battling some injuries as well. She was very open about it on her social media. She had some PRP treatment. She's been dealing with a torn labrum in her hip, a torn hamstring, bulging disc. I mean, this woman is dedicated to her craft. She continues to compete every single day.
Yeah, so when I saw that she posted that, I reached out to her. I sent her a text. I'm like, hey, Simone, I'm like, I had the same stuff done on my knees. And we were talking about that because she's like, I do. I remember you getting that done. She's like, how has it worked for you? I said, it worked for one knee, didn't work for the other. I'm like, that stem cell plasma, that PRP, it's hit or miss. And she's like, I'm just hoping it works for me. She's like, you know, I want to keep playing, but you know, that's what she's going through right now.
So dealing with some of those pains, but still made it to this gold medal match, and they're in the winner's side of the bracket. So they're in great position to be able to pick up the victory, as they are able to pick up, I believe, the first side out. This is your Hilton Head Pickleball Open gold medal match, mixed pro division. There's that cross-court dink battle. Quick snap. There's the reach of Jay DeVilliers.
Yeah, that backhand is lethal.
So still remaining 0-0 as J.W. Johnson tosses that one over.
Another backhand.
Another side out, this time for Irvin and DeVilliers. Simone lets that one bounce as she stretches it out a little bit. She got the high bounce on the third she was looking for.
Yeah, and they've been sitting a while, and this is what happens when you're in the gold medal match and you make it all the way through that winner's bracket. You get up, you end up sitting a little while, and so it might take them a little while to get loose here.
Whereas on the other hand, I'm pretty sure Jessie was cramping up after your interview with her on set.
She goes, Dominic, she goes, I cramp up in 2 places. 1 when I'm sleeping, 2 when I'm in high chairs. I swear to you, that's exactly what she said. So the high chairs were her killer.
Well, she keeps winning. She's going to have to figure out how to deal with those high chairs.
That's right.
0-1-1, our score. Control to start. Jessie picks up the first, not able to pick up the second. High block. Simone's hands are right there on that, but again, that block, so hard to keep low, and maybe the next ball not attackable.
Yeah, and what she's trying to do there, she's trying to get to that Irvin backhand in the middle. She's not able to get it there because DeVilliers is too big.
Oh, and there's the quick roll from Simone Jardim.
And at the body of de Villiers, kind of catching him off guard.
That was a quick attack.
Love the decision from J.W. Johnson right there. He's going to make that shot more than he misses it. Continue to reach right there, extend that arm with that backhand flick. So good at it.
Beautiful reset there from Simone, and it pays off.
Yeah, de Villiers went to the two-handed backhand there and trying to flick that from such a low position. Very difficult.
Nice slap. Great defense.
Wow, what a reset there from Jesse Irvin.
2 apiece. And attacking the middle.
Yeah, good spot there from J.W. Johnson. Is just like you said, Cameron. He attacks that middle spot. If he'd have went back to Irvin, she's there and in position, but gets de Villiers fully extended.
So maybe not so much power, but more so placement. So critical in the game of pickleball. You got to have a combo of both, especially at this level. How about some control and finesse right now? Simone, one of the best in those dink battles, especially she reaches in so much, never letting that ball really hit the kitchen.
Yeah, we can shoot a whole video on that point right there on what to do and how and when to attack a ball off a dink.
Nice angle from Irvin. And the Ernie winner.
I mean, to be 6'12", like de Villiers is, I mean, watch this. I mean, he's almost on the center service line when he takes off. I mean, it's absolutely amazing what he can do and the athleticism for being such a big man.
There's some more athleticism, and I think if it's 6'12", you might be talking about 7 feet there.
Same thing.
So, okay. Yeah. All right.
Hey, got to keep people on their toes,
Keep
Cam.
them on their toes. I like it. 3 apiece. Ready for that speed up. And we saw Jessie really dominate up the line in a matchup previous. That time she just misses wide.
We will just keep this medal tree rolling. Announcing our medals for the women's singles 3x60 plus. Bronze medal goes to Brenda.
Great preparation. And a good leave, ball long.
That's such a tough leave because that ball is waist high. You know, that's on his forehand. Wants to play that, but such discipline to not play that right there. Oh, de Villiers all about staring down too. Watch after this put away.
I like it. You gotta have a little edge.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness. Chopping that down the line. Nice job by JW. There's Simone reaching in again. High ball. Serious play from J.W. Johnson and Simone Jardim. I think the most impressive thing here is that deflection. J.W., it's almost like he watched that match against Zane Navratil and Vivian David. and watched how Irvine liked to attack up the line right there.
Yeah, he covered it so well right there.
He's been paying attention. Watch that scout report. Ooh, the offensive lob.
Yeah, and a little frustration right there from... We didn't get enough of our senior pros. We'll show them again. We love them.
Nice read.
Looked like he cramped up a little bit. I think it was his foot, actually. He's almost on his side of his foot. I don't know what that was right there.
There's another attack. Again, Simone hitting the body of Jay DeVilliers. And it's interesting, too, you watch the paddle position of both of these men, and it's kind of a low position. JW, notorious, kind of casual in his stance. Both men shifting as the rally continues, looking to get involved.
I love how you point out, Cam, both of their paddle positions in a lower position. It's not what, as an instructor, I teach, Jay teaches, all four of these players teach. You wouldn't teach that, right? You wouldn't say, keep your paddle low, keep your paddle down. You'd say in a good ready position. And that's why I always tell people, I'm like, if you want to learn, take a lesson, watch good 4-0, 4-5 play. They are more technically sound. Watch pros play, don't do what they do, all right? They are freak athletes, most of them, at every sport. It's so hard to learn from an actual professional because they do stuff so well, and a lot of times it's not very conventional.
They work with what works best with their body, their athleticism, their length. Nice hand battle. You know, one of the best pieces of advice I got was actually from Morgan Evans in regards to trying to figure out what's the next level for your game. And he gave the great piece of advice of watch somebody that has about the same height and the style of play. So your athleticism and your length, kind of see and mimic them.
Mm-hmm.
And nice job by JW. He recognized that high ball off of Simone.
Yeah, and you said it, you know, J.W. Johnson's reading that ball from Jesse Irvin because it's almost like he paid attention earlier where Jesse Irvin was trying to go behind a lot and was successful with it.
So Jay and Jesse took down Vivian David and Zane Navertil in the bronze medal match. So the winner of the bronze is Zane, or excuse me, are Zane and Vivian. That's how Jesse and Jay found themselves back here. J.W. Johnson all over it.
What a hands battle here too. Johnson countering that ball at his chest. Beautifully done.
I believe the ball is officially cracked. Shadows starting to creep in now, nearly encompassing the entire championship court. Things starting to cool off a bit.
Yeah, it was very hot and humid all day today.
Solid crowd around championship court.
Standing room only.
And man, that's one of the toughest balls to have to defend. That's why you always see it. People attacking people's feet.
Yep, and that's it. And you get in those hands battles, they go 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 shots. The team that wins is a team that can get the ball at their opponent's feet.
They were able to take 1 point back on the board, 6-7. Second serve now for Irvin and de Villiers.
6-7-2.
That's an interesting miss. You rarely see that, a missed dink from de Villiers.
Yeah, he's trying to reset that ball to J.W. Johnson and just overhits it a little bit. What a ball from Simone Jardim off her shoe tops. Watch this forehand flick. De Villiers leaves it go. Ball in by a good 6-7 inches.
8-6. An amazing return, but an overhead missed out of bounds. Looks like some frustration from Jesse.
Yeah, it's a Jigsaw Health hydration break here from Irvin and de Villiers. And you're exactly right, Cameron. It's a little frustration from Jesse right now. And I don't think it's the frustration with, anything with her partner. It's frustration overall of how they started off very well. They were kind of even, and then all of a sudden now they're pulling away is Jardim and Johnson. So we'll see what kind of answers they have here in the last part of this game one.
One of the other things that Jay and Jesse talked about in their interview with you after the match versus Vivian and Zane was, Jay said, we have to make better decisions against Simone and JW. I mean, what are some of those things in terms of decision making that maybe went awry, and how can they adjust those against them now?
The decision making is, I like if Jesse can get into that cross-court battle with Simone, but put some pressure on her with that thing. It's almost like she's just pushing that ball a little bit. Have her cut that nice and hard, like right there. It's just kind of a push. And I want her to put some pressure on with it. Like right there, that's much better. Get it on a line, that right there. Force Simone to have to pop that up.
Simone doing the exact same thing. Just waiting for a pop. Trickle back over. There's the flick and ready for it.
What a two-hander from Jesse Irvin right there.
And you gotta love that coming back out of the timeout. If you're Irvin and de Villiers.
Yeah, they need one more here for it to be a completely successful timeout. Get another hold here and now try and get on the board.
Not the decision Jesse was looking for, an interesting speed up.
Yeah.
Because of well-balanced JW.
I like the speed up, but maybe go behind him.
Game point. And game number one to Jardim and Johnson, 11-6. A beautifully played match, great reading and adjustment from JW on the attack of Irvin.
Yeah, beautifully done by Jardim and Johnson as they take game one, 11-6. We'll move on to game two.
Game two coming up after this Jigsaw Health hydration break.
To change the game, you have to change how you see the game. And we promise, you've never seen the game like this before.
The perfect day for some pickleball. It's the Hilton Head Pickleball Open brought to you by the APP Tour and USA Pickleball. This is a part of the National Championship Series. And man, has it been a good one already in day number 2. Day number 1 of the Pro Division, but day number 2 of play, I believe. Maybe even 3. Who knows? We've got a whole week of play here in South Carolina. This is the second game of our gold medal matchup. Simone Jardim and J.W. Johnson having picked up the first game against Jessie Irvin and Jay DeVilliers. They're coming out of the winner's side. They just need one more game, and they've got gold. Another great leave from Simone.
Yeah, and DeVilliers getting what he wants. He just needs to get on top of that and get that ball down.
Couple nice defensive plays from JW up the line from Irvin.
You have some good attacks as you're looking at DeVilliers and Irvin coming out going hard here.
Yeah, you can see Jay already up there at the kitchen line. Jessie stuck back a little as that one just falls short.
He had a duck underneath that ball from Jessie.
Really trying to apply pressure, it looks like, getting to that kitchen line early. Side spin serve, and speaking of ducking, JW doing the same.
And those are balls right now in a gold medal match that you cannot make a mistake on.
And that's the first one to go the way of Jessie Irvin.
And it took a little bit of a piece of the top of the tape right there.
Lob from the baseline from Simone.
She's mixing in every kind of lob. Baseline lob, transition lob, kitchen lob, everything. She's got it all today.
Change of pace on the serve from Irvin.
What a pressure dink by Jessie Irvin cross court on Simone Jardim. Watch the pace on this dink here. Look where Simone ends up. 3 feet behind the kitchen line on that dink. Great job by Jessie.
Well, that was something you mentioned in game 1. You wanted to see a little bit more push from Jessie on those dinks cross court.
Yeah, absolutely. Put the pressure on Jardim. Not allow her to get those balls out of the air like that.
Top spin drop from DeVilliers. And the same exact shot, the slap shot up the gut.
She's not going to miss that. She's too good. Too good of a player. You give her that kind of opportunity and opening in the middle. Point over there.
Creating a bit more space. Simone keeps backing up. Another great attack from Simone Jardim. Point 2-1. And unlucky off the top of the net. That's got to be so frustrating.
It is, because, I mean, that is literally a quarter of an inch from being a perfect put away.
Great hands from Simone, and the finish from J.W. Johnson.
Johnson just waiting on his opportunity, and then he just attacks.
You got to love the level of trust J.W. Johnson has in Simone, and rightly so. #1 player on the women's side. And they've switched to, interesting enough, so the ladies are now head up from each other, or were in that rally. And a jigsaw health hydration break is going to be taken by de Villiers and Irvin. A little bit of frustration as we are now 1-5. Again, they need this second game to be able to push to a third.
And it's just pure frustration right there from them as they take this time out, trying to figure out what to do.
You know, and one of the interesting parts, too, is you watch and the balance of play between J.W. Johnson and Simone Jardim. I mean, he's able to defend the line so well, even though he's still shifted more towards that middle position. I mean, how does it free you up as a team if you trust that your partner is going to make that shot to be able to still defend a little bit more towards the line?
It loosens J.W. Johnson up so much, and he's the type of player you want loose. You don't want J.W. Johnson tight. If he's loose and has that confidence that Simone can get to anything on that backside and allow him to put his foot on that center line, the confidence is out of this world for J.W. Johnson right now. It's easy when you're playing with the number one player in the world.
It's a great luxury to be able to have. Another easy point put on the board. That's something you do not want to see if you are Jay de Villiers and Jesse Irvin. A return missed.
So the way J.W. Johnson and Simone Jardim are playing right now, this is a must service game where they need to score here. They have to score because Johnson and Jardim are putting points on the board every time they get their serve right now.
Villiers starting to look like he's starting to fake here and there. It's something he likes to do as well. And it works. Just trying to get in the eyesight maybe a little bit, mess with you. You'll see him kind of shift from left to right.
Right, and it's that cat and mouse game where he's trying to fake you out, fool you where he's going to be, where he's going to go.
Again, you can watch his shoulders. There's a stab with the right leg. And a foot fault for de Villiers. Maybe a little too much movement.
Yeah, a little bit, or he didn't get his feet set right there. Great choice of shots right there, but again, toe on the line, second server.
Communication from Simone. There's that lob again. I think Simone wants to take that back. I think that was going long.
Oh yeah, she's not gonna miss that very often. There's a lot of spin on that ball, so ball dips down as soon as it comes off her paddle.
Another point, 3-6. Starting to make some headway now. Win those off of a volley. I mean, come on, Simone, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a good decision there from de Villiers to try and attack on that sideline. That's Simone's forehand. She's sitting on it. Not the right choice. Oh, she hit the ground first. We're right behind her right here. You almost heard her paddle hit the ground before she hit that ball. This is the point of the match right here. This is a huge side out for Irvin and de Villiers if they can hold here.
There's a speed up the line, and there's the hold you were talking about.
Now get a couple more, and now all of a sudden, Jardim and Johnson have the pressure put on them because now they're like, okay, are we going to have to go to a third game here?
Pushing that one back. And you can see Simone starting to assert herself a little bit more too, vocally. Looking at JW saying, hey, this is our time right now. Trickler gets back over. Tries to surprise JW, but he's just too fast.
What a ball. Watch how fast he gets his paddle up over his head on this ball. And that ball is going to be in.
The lob again. Oh, and Simone missing wide. You know what I love watching is the footwork of Simone Jardim. She only does about like that 1.5 shuffles, and it's the same shuffle every time to that right side on the dink. So efficient, or she's just reaching down and into the kitchen. Not a whole lot of excess movement for any of these athletes.
DeVilliers making a mistake of going to her forehand again right there. And they get off a 6.
So 7-3. Simone not scared to attack right at DeVilliers. Couple high balls. Not attacked yet. Another there. When she pulling the trigger, and there it is again. She had a few opportunities to do it. She waits though patiently.
Watch where she attacks this from. I mean, that is shoe tops.
Another timeout will be called. Another Jigsaw Health Hydration break for Irvin and DeVilliers at 9-3. A little bit surprising here, as this is again another matchup. They had to come back through the losers bracket, picked up the win in that bronze medal matchup to get back here against Vivian David and Zane Navratil. We were so impressed with their play and decision making in that match. And now facing off against just another brutal team of Jardim and Johnson. Jardim typically playing with Ben Johns, but nice little change up for here.
Is it really though? Is it really a change up?
I know it's not that much.
JW Johnson mimics his game so much off of Ben Johns. It's so similar. So I think Simone's really having an easy time with this new partnership. And it's paying off. Look where they're sitting right now in the gold medal match. 2 points away from going home with that check and that gold.
That's a great point too. I love that you say that. Oh, and actually JW, he took silver at the Texas shootout playing singles. So that was his last medal stand appearance. Looking now to find gold alongside Simone.
DeVilliers and Irvin have other ideas here, but they have to string some together and put some pressure on.
Now the guy's going cross court. ATP defended. Jay looking for a couple shots here. And JW Johnson right over the top.
Watch Simone. What a decision here. Watch her just go straight down. She's like, nope, take that, JW.
Youth on the move. That's JW Johnson.
Congratulations, bronze medal winner, Shiva Srinivasan, silver, Eric Cookson, and your gold medal winner and golden ticket winner, Rossi Sobek. Gentlemen, please meet your lucky charm and congratulations.
And Simone, again, how many has she had? Just those flicks right at Jay DeVilliers, right up the line.
He just has no answer for it right now, what to do with it. There's Jesse being big right there on the forehand side.
Is it a question of preparation or just maybe not expecting it for Jay DeVilliers?
Yeah, I think he just needs to get prepared and get in a better position for it. Expect it and then adjust. But two, when is Simone attacking it? She's attacking it out of the air.
Yep.
When it bounces, she's either hitting that lob like that or she's going back cross court. So De Villiers recognizes she's going to take it out of the air, expect that that little flick's going to come.
That's a great point. So recognizing when somebody is attacked, what those tendencies might look like. Might be able to help out De Villiers here. De Villiers getting involved. And again, just an unlucky ball off the top of the tape.
Yeah, he's had about 3 of those in this second game alone.
3-9-2.
Is that like the first error she's made? I mean, literally, she's been so clean throughout this whole match.
And there's a change as well. Simone attacking into the angle.
Yeah, and so, again, it's a different kind of show right there, and it shocked them. Jessie gets a ball. She almost didn't know what to do with it at that point.
Oh, and again, there it is. She went back towards the line, taking the ball, volley. Match point. Jardim and Johnson. Lob, and there it is. Your gold medalists, J.W. Johnson and Simone Jardim. Going undefeated on the day. Big smiles for those two.
Yeah, great job by the youngin playing with Simone Jardim, the veteran, the best female player in our sport. And J.W. Johnson just solidifying to people all around the world in pickleball that he is here to stay as one of the top male players in this game.
And then you also have to give hats off to Jessie and Jay. They played some outstanding pickleball on the day. That matchup for bronze was phenomenal too. So they'll be walking away with a solid silver medal here at the Hilton Head Pickleball Open. And I believe you're going to get a chance to chat with the victors over in the Franklin studio. That'll be coming up right after this.
At my age, I get to spend even more time with family and friends and do the things I love. It's also that time when you get to look into more serious things, like Medicare. And maybe you'd like to spend hours on end researching every available option. I wanted someone who could guide me through the process. To compare plans in your area, visit eHealth's website or call one of eHealth's licensed insurance agents today.
To change the game, you have to change how you see the game. And we promise, you've never seen the game like this before.
Back here in the Franklin Pickleball Studio for the last time today, I'm with the gold medalists Simone Jargim and J.W. Johnson. They just took down Jesse Irvin and Jocelyn DeVilliers. Before we came on camera, Simone, I told JW he's got to stop finding partners to carry him through.
No way.
But no, that is not the case, JW. Great job today, Simone. Incredible job. You guys sat pretty in the gold medal match, had a little bit of a break. You came out and you didn't stop, right? You picked up right where you left off in the winner's bracket final. You played Jesse and Jay already today. You beat them once. It's very hard to beat the same team twice in a tournament, let alone play them again. What are you going in saying in that match against Jesse and Jay again before you start?
I mean, to me, is we continue on with the strategy that we had. If they adapt, then we have to adapt from it.
Yep.
We won't change unless they change.
Yeah.
So we went in with the same game plan, and they kind of played the same. So it was, I think we played even a little better than earlier, so which made it not as close as earlier, I think, in my opinion. But we stuck to what we had.
Yeah, and it really showed. You did. You played a very clean game. And I said it in the second game, Simone, when you missed a forehand on the line late in that second game. I looked at Cameron and I go, I think that's Simone's first unforced error in this whole match. I'm like, because you did. You guys played so clean. And JW coming in and playing again with Simone so solid allows you to be free and loose in the middle there. Again, we talked about it earlier. I'm just going to hit it again. How nice is it playing with someone who can control their side so well?
I mean, that, and she's just in command. She tells me what to do, and I say, okay, all right, fine. I'll lob, okay, I'll back up or stay there. So, yeah, I do what I'm told. So,
you're such a good kid, JW. But again, too, and a lob late in that game, Simone, you went up, you tried to lob up, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm just going to duck and get out of the way. And JW, you were there for the put away. Beautifully done. But again, Simone, it is that kind of teacher-student relationship when you're playing with JW, but you're in his ear constantly, picking him up, and it was great to see that because, again, we need players just like you that can mentor players like this and play with them and be successful with them and show them the way.
I mean, he's so good at that in a way. For me, I just I had to make sure that I set him up, and that was it. So I didn't even think twice what role I was playing. But in a way, he was so polite to me. I was like, okay, well, that's nice. So shows how great parents he has, and that's always good.
Yeah, Jack is amazing. He really is. Jack is absolutely amazing. And Julie, Mom's all right too, right? So Julie's all right too. But no, hey, congratulations, guys. JW, you got something to say? You got the mic up.
I'm good.
Oh, you're good? All right, man. Well,
He is. We did have a conversation. He is shopping. So any paddle company that wants to throw in an offer, just he is available.
Be very stupid not to pick up a player like J.W. Johnson.
Correct.
I love you, kid. You're doing really well. You're doing great things with the sport. All seriousness, congratulations today. I really appreciate you being here, and we love watching you play.
Should we put an email?
Can we put something right here, like just available, just with flashing lights? So congratulations, guys. Great win today. Undefeated on the day. Gold medalist Simone Jargim and J.W. Johnson. Guys, that is it for today. We are signing off ESPN Plus here from Palmetto Dunes at the Hilton Head Open. It's been a long day for all of us, so congratulations, you guys. We will be back tomorrow on For the Fans, YouTube and Facebook in the morning, and then again at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, switching over to ESPN Plus. Catch us there tomorrow. These guys will be back at it bright and early in the morning, so thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you in the morning.